Number 303 in the Eureka Masters of Cinema series is Kinji Fukasaku's Legend of the Eight Samurai, which is something kind of familiar. It's a story that you may well have experienced before. In fact, it is very reminiscent of Message from Space. Well, slow down. It's better than that. And it feels as if it's kind of the story of Message with Space mixed with Samurai Resurrection. If you've seen those kind of movies, you roughly know what you're going to get here. It is a sprawling 133-minute epic as we see two warring clans.
My name is Kino.
The evil Hitaka clan has come back from the dead to seek vengeance on the Satomi clan. At the start, they have killed a lot of their high-ranking officials, but they've missed out one. Young princess has managed to escape, and they are destined to track her down, wipe her from the face of the earth, and got rid of their nemesis. But the young princess has, well, amongst other things, tenacity on her side, good fortune, and fate, as it seems, because 100 years ago, things were put in motion where at this time there would be 8 warriors to help her defend her honour, get her revenge, and save the day. So for the much of the movie, you have our characters kind of working together to find the 8 warriors. And this is where the film is both good, because you get a wonderful array of characters as well as great introduction sequences, but also gets a little bit bogged down in the middle as it just kind of goes through the motions before it can get to that rousing finale that we get at the end. It's not a complete detraction from the film, it's just struggling to keep up with the pace that it has at the beginning and really at the end. This is one of those movies where it feels like a fantasy world. It feels like a kind of samurai movie, but it's really kind of wushu with lots of blood, giant monsters, and a little bit of fantasy pushed in, which really does make it kind of enjoyable. Comparing it with Message from Space, I far preferred this one. I thought there's a better setting, there's a slightly grander scale, there is this kind of feeling of it being a brash, colourful, over-the-top production from the sets, from the costuming of the bad guys, from the main characters that we see, the character motivations, everything just seems to be heightened and pushed a little bit much. It's almost over the top, but in a self-indulgent way, which is good for the film because it becomes across as something that's really kind of fun and something that's easy to engage with. There are some standout sequences in here. The attack at the end, the 20-minute finale is just wonderful. It's terrific. But going up to that, there are some great standout action set pieces themselves. There's giant monsters in this as well. There's a moment where a woman rips her face off, becomes a giant millipede. Bonkers, but fantastic. That comes early enough in the movie that it really makes you go, this is the kind of thing that I really want from Fukasaku when he's playing within this kind of fantasy world where we have familiar actors and we have familiar characters, but he just uses it as a driving force for getting great action into this one. I also love the ridiculously cheesy 80s soft rock score that's included with this one. It's simultaneously fitting for the film, but really kind of off-putting at times as well. It's juxtaposed with the images on screen, and somehow it just seems to work. Particularly the power ballad and the love sequence, which everything sounds cheesy and wrong, but it just works within this environment that Fukasaku creates here. Legend of the Eight Samurai, terrific stuff. Really kind of fun, colourful, vibrant sets, great costuming, wildly outrageous and bold musical choice, which somehow works incredibly well. A tale that has been tried and tested, but has enough here to really keep you entertained. Great film. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are. In the disc for The Legend of the Eight Samurai, we have the Japanese stereo, Japanese DTS 5.1, we have the English dub, and the audio commentary by Joe Hickenbottom. For the extras, we have Always Looking for the New, interview with Kenta Fukasaku, Kinji Fukasaku's son. And he talks a lot about getting to this place where they were going to make this film, how it is very much a very similar story to Message from Space, and how that one kind of stung a little bit, the lack of success, and how Fukasaku was looking to reinvent that tale. And also, in a weird sidetrack moment, his distrust for the Seven Samurai, which I'll let you discover on your own. Next, we have The Trials of Eight Samurai, which runs at 15 minutes 47 seconds, and it's all about distribution aspect of studios moving from production into just trying to get material that they could sell to several markets, where they all kind of stood about a new production company that came in and started layering all these wonderful populist movies, which is a really great and interesting visual essay. There is also the trailer included on this disc. In the 20-page booklet, there is an essay by Tom Mez, One Idol, 8 Dogs, and a Rubber Snake, which basically chronicles the position of Kinji Fukasaku, his career, what led him to this point after his Yakuza movies, the producer, certain elements of the production, and talking about many of the actors, performers. It's another great read. And that's the extras for Legend of the Eight Samurai. There we have it. Legend of the Eight Samurai is out now. If you are, like me, are a Fukasaku fan, it's in the top half of his films so far. Interesting, really kind of fun, and one I would love to know what you think of. So let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, feel somewhere in the middle. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and vfilm.com. Always, I wish you can support me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.